Okay, welcome back, guys. It's Big Muscle again, and we're on the road in this rain. And currently in Thompson, Georgia. We're heading to the northeast side. Okay, so let's get into it. What you're looking at now is that northeaster storm that came from California. It started in Hawaii. A river band that started in Hawaii, then did some damage into California, whistling along the San Francisco Bridge. That's a few days ago, over the weekend. Then it went to the Midwest. They had about 15 tornadoes between Missouri, Illinois. Some damage left there also. But we got to look at the bright side of things. The bright side is that there was some fire that was burning in California, and this is on the local media news. You can check it out. The local news. There's fire that's been burning in California for a minute. So the rain put it out over the weekend, the last couple of days, which is good. So they no longer have that fire to worry about. And also a lot of areas that had droughts and a lot of dry areas, they got some water in their reservoirs somewhere over there in the Midwest, California area. So the next step is the storm moved to the East Coast. Currently today, which today is October, let's see, October 28th, 2021. And we can see the storm is over the South Carolina area, probably getting some rain in the North Carolina also, and in Georgia. And this storm is going to go away. If you check the Weather Channel, you notice it's going to go away. It's fading out right now. It's at its weakest point, I think. But don't sleep on the storm, okay? The winds are a little bit, I think they're weaker. As you notice, the trees aren't moving that much. It's just a lot of water and downpour that's happening with this storm. But checking the Weather Channel, I noticed that there is not a lot of. I noticed that the storm is sweeping to the East Coast. Yeah. So the unusual thing with this storm is that it's not a very usual pattern of storm. Based on some research that I'm doing. It's not very usual for this type of storm to start all the way in the East Coast. They call it a Pacific storm. You know, started in the East Coast and then started in the West Coast, I should say, and then stretched to the East Coast. Yeah, and from what I understand, they did issue some state of emergency for New York and New Jersey, I think. Currently, there's still some rain in the Des Moines area, Iowa. You can see in Kansas City, currently some rain. I'm talking time right now. Tulsa, Oklahoma, they're getting rain over there also. And also in Canada, it's raining. If you look in the upper area, Dryden, going up, right? So that rain band is stretching all the way up there. Now, the unusual thing about this type of rainfall or storms is that people on the East Coast, they mostly expect storms from the East Coast, okay, from the Atlantic side. That's where they expect storms to come from, like hurricanes, you know, traveling up through the Gulf of Mexico, coming up North, South Carolina, going up to Georgia there. Or normally sometimes they go in the Florida side, you know, Panhandle coming up through Florida, you know, just glimpse past Georgia, and then probably also head to North Carolina, South Carolina, and just go to New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. But this is a very different storm, and it may catch some people off guard. Okay, but there's some bright side to the storm. I think people, they issued state of emergency, so people are aware of the storm. So what I'm doing, Big Muscle here, what I'm doing is just show you guys currently what's going on time now in Georgia area, South Carolina, going to stretch back up to the North Carolina area. Yeah, and there's some rain bands also that's stretching in the upper Midwest, probably in the Ohio area. You know, it went and it did some damage in the Missouri area, tornadoes. Now, what weather experts are saying, I'm not a weather expert. I'm just telling you what on the local media and what the weather experts are saying. But what the weather experts are saying, and this is information you can check for yourself, is that they're seeing a pattern in tornadoes that's shifted. So we all know about Tornado Alley, all right? Tornado Alley, we talk about Oklahoma, yes. We talk about the Missouris, we talk about Nebraska, you know, upper and the lower part of Wyoming coming over. So they're noticing now that tornadoes are pushing mostly to the East Coast, the Tornado Alley, and the pattern of tornadoes that's being developed for the last couple of years or whatnot, it's pushing eastwards. Now, weather experts are blaming global warming, or they're saying global warming is causing some of this. Now, there are unusual rain patterns and different measurements in places where they used to get like 5-10 inches of rain. Now they're getting 2 feet, 24 inches of rain. In places where they used to get 24 inches of rain, now they're getting only 3-4 inches of rain. You know, so what the weather experts are saying is that they're saying that global warming has a lot to do with this. Yes? Yeah. And they're still looking into these tornadoes that's shifting mostly to the East Coast. Now, when I look at tornadoes, I noticed they develop over, they can develop anywhere where, as long as the conditions are ideal. But they, Tornado Alley is one place that they usually get those bigger tornadoes more constantly, more frequently. So that area was identified and they call it Tornado Alley. But like they said, and this is what the weather experts are saying, and the Doppler radar is picking up these, those who don't know what the Doppler radar is, something they use to check the weather patterns and stuff like that. Yes, so Doppler radar is picking up different types of weather and different types of tornado patterns, and they see where the tornadoes are shifting eastward, you know, pushing to the East Coast, drifting from the Midwest and pushing east. All this information is right there on these big major news outlets, and they're talking about it daily. They're keeping an eye on this. Yeah. Something they usually never see. Now the storm, the northeaster, they call it the northeaster storm. It's setting some record and breaking records, mostly which have done over the past weekend in the California side. You know, over this side it's more calm, as you can see. So that's pretty much it, and we're gonna leave it right there. It's Big Muscle. Catch me on the next video. Remember, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom. There are good sides to weather. All we have to do is prepare for it as much as we can. The good side, the fire in California, from my understanding of weather reports, it got put out, and they no longer have to deal with that. So the fire is contained, according to the local reports. Right? So remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. When I drop videos, you can get the latest updates. Okay? Share the video with a friend, family members to see what's going on. And until next time, I'm out. Big Muscle. Peace.